A radish variety that is beautiful and absolutely delicious. Let's look at growing the watermelon radish. So we are sowing our seeds in October, and in a few days, in about 7 days or so, you will see that the plants have emerged their seedlings. And this is how it looks like. And within about 10 to 15 days of sowing, you can transplant the seedlings. So like you see here, we use this hex seed starting kit, and we're using some popsicle sticks or ice cream sticks to take these plants out, which is pretty easy to do. Now I usually directly sow radish seeds, but you can also see that you can transplant radish seedlings very easily. So if you have critter problems or problems like cutworms or rodents breaking into your seedlings, this is a good way to start your radish plants. And we're transplanting them onto this raised bed. The soil that we're using has a lot of organic matter. It has a lot of peat moss as well as perlite, which makes a very light mix. And once you transplant these seedlings, if you already have a lot of organic matter in your soil, you do not need to add any fertilizer at this stage. If you have soils that are deficient in minerals and nutrients, just make sure you add a slow release fertilizer at this stage, or an all-purpose fertilizer. Now choose a location for your radish plants that's sunny, and since radish is a cool season crop, you need to make sure that you choose a nice sunny location. Since the winter sun is not that strong, a lot of people grow radish and then find out that their radish plants are not growing that well and that they're yellowing and not producing big bulbs. But that's the reason. You need to have a lot of sunlight where you plant your radish plants. Now about 35 days since sowing, as you can see here, the radish bulbs have developed or are starting to develop now, but it's still not time to harvest them. They will still become larger and grow to a little larger size before you can harvest them. But these plants are absolutely gorgeous, and at this stage, at about 35 days, if you don't see your plants growing very well, just side dress them with an all-purpose fertilizer or a lot of organic matter. 45 days since planting, we are ready for our first harvest. And as you can see here, the bulbs have grown quite large now. And the watermelon radish grows pretty quickly, as you can see here. Within about 35 days, we were able to harvest this radish from our raised bed. And it's absolutely gorgeous. If you look at the fruit or the radish bulb, it's pretty good looking. It's quite decent in size, not very small at all. And here you go, that's a pretty good looking radish right there. And here's one more gorgeous looking radish bulb. Little helpers are always very welcome in the garden. They seem to enjoy gardening a lot. And this is how our harvest looks like after it's cleaned up. Beautiful looking radish. And let's cut open this radish to show you how beautiful this radish is. The watermelon radish goes by this name because it actually looks like a watermelon from the inside. Nice pink color over the white exterior makes this one of the best looking radishes. And this is a pungent radish variety. It's not as pungent as the long white variety, but is still quite pungent. But it's great to eat raw. I loved eating this radish raw. You can also cook it. You can put it in your stews. You can stir fry them with other vegetables. There are a lot of ways you can eat radish. I just love eating this radish raw because of its excellent flavor. And if you're adding it to salads, it makes your salads look very beautiful because of its striking pink color that you see here. And that's why it gets its name, the watermelon radish. And once you remove the radish, you can see that even the outer peel can be removed very easily. So you can get rid of it if you don't like it. So there we have it, folks. That was our episode on growing the watermelon radish. If you liked this video, do give us a thumbs up. If you have any comments, please put them in the comments box below. We'll see you again soon. Happy gardening.